Curious.
Curious Louisville.
Because great questions
Make great stories.
It sits alongside a brick building in Louisville's NuLu neighborhood. It's a metal box, about the size of a dresser or maybe a deep freezer, but a little taller, and it makes this sound.
It has a very relatable sound. It is very quietly having a meltdown.
Why is it making this sound?
You walk by it and you think, that's me too. That's me too. I don't want to bother anybody. I'm freaking out. But I'm going to keep it to myself.
Why has it been making this sound constantly for years?
It just sounds like it's some kind of a alert.
Kind of noise.
Like somebody should be doing something right now.
I'm Laura Ellis, and on this episode of Curious Louisville, we're looking for an answer.
But as soon as we find it out, won't some of the magic go?
You be the judge.
My name is Giselle Rhoden. I'm the new arts and culture reporter with Louisville Public Media. For this question of Curious Louisville, somebody asked, what's up with the beeping box in NuLu? The person that asked the question, her name's Mary, wasn't available. She pointed us to a Reddit post from several years ago about the beeping box, and that's where we met a Louisvillian named Ben.
I'm Ben Falstrom. I moved to Louisville in 2018, and I would just walk down to the NuLu area for a drink or food fairly often, and every time there was this entity silently, very quietly crying for help.
Can you tell us where exactly this box is?
It's right on the sidewalk on the outside of the Akasha Brewing Company building.
South Campbell Street and then Billy Goat Strut Alley. It's right on that corner.
I mean, it is a quintessential electrical box in the street. I mean, it is beige. It is boxy. It is very benign looking. You wouldn't think twice about it if it was not making a noise.
Ben and I decided to meet about a block away from the box, and we walked there together. Hi, Ben.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for reaching out.
Oh my gosh,
You have no
absolutely.
idea how much it made my week.
So I'm looking at the box. Ben and I are looking at the box, and we notice there's a phone number on the box. And it mentions it's for a company named Zayo, an internet and fiber company based in Colorado. And they have a phone number on the box. Have you tried to call the number?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Under no circumstances. Absolutely. I don't want it to stop.
So Ben and I decided to call.
Thank you for calling Giselle.
Ugh. It sounded distorted, like there was a lot of mechanical crackling. Through it, we tried to ask them about the box.
What's the issue?
It's making an alarm. Can you hear it?
And they made us submit a work ticket. And that's not exactly what we wanted. So we decided we're going to go inside Akasha instead and talk to the people inside Akasha and see if they know anything about the box.
My name is T.
T, it's nice to meet you.
You too.
She called the owner.
His name is Rick. Okay, quick question. You know the box on the outside, right next to the building, it kind of always beeps?
And he said that box has been beeping for at least 8 years.
8 years?
Yeah.
He said he's called about 4 different times. They always say that they're going to get to it, and nobody ever comes and gets to it.
That day, we just kind of got into a bump in the road. It was almost like the case went cold, so we didn't know what to do. So we ended up going home, and I had to think of a different way to figure this out. I tried to get a hold of Zayo. They said, unfortunately, Zayo won't be able to provide any further insights at this time. So I hit a dead end again. So then I call LG&E because they have some parts on the box, and they said that the box isn't theirs. They said it's AT&T's.
Oh.
So I call AT&T. I kept calling and calling. I tried several different lines, and then I hit a dead end with that too. So I reached out to Zayo one more time. I gave them the spiel, and they said, we really can't help you. A couple hours later, I get a random phone call, and it's a guy from Zayo. He told me that the box is supposed to beep.
I'm ecstatic.
Why?
That's incredible.
It's because they're a fiber and internet company. He said there's a power relay inside. As long as it's receiving power, it periodically beeps to let a technician know that it's live. So it has live power. So the technician doesn't electrocute themselves if they have to look at it or check on it. So the beeping is technically a safety precaution.
But
there's always a but. So He says, but the entire box isn't ours. It belongs to Verizon. I said, oh boy, I've heard this before. Well, I told the guy thank you, hung up the phone, and I immediately reached out to Verizon. A guy answers the phone. His name's Jeff Q. And I asked him about the box. I had already sent him an email telling him exactly where it's located. I sent him the Google Map link so he could see it in a picture. He tells me the beeping that people were hearing was coming from a Verizon small cell site.
Basically like a small version of a cell tower.
And it's due to an equipment issue. I call him back a couple of days later. And he says that a technician went out on June 23rd and people in the area should no longer hear this beeping sound. That was a month ago almost.
And yet, I went there with my friend from San Diego, and it was 100% beeping.
Exactly. I went to the box 2 days ago.
You can't keep it down.
You can't. I was floored. I almost dropped my mic on the ground. I was like, it's still beeping.
Well, I will say this is not our most definitive answer that we've ever reached, but it was really fun to learn about it.
Yeah.
The beep is for us. It's not functional for them. It's giving us a relatable, panicking, but continuing on entity to connect to in the life. And for me, it's very powerful and reminds me of who I am.
The box is all of us.
Yeah,
Truly.
And plus, it's allowing us to communicate more freely with each other in that area. You know, it's very selfless.
It creates conversation.
That's also true.
It definitely does that.
It's been doing it for 8 years.
The question for this edition of Curious Louisville came from Mary Basso. The reporting was by Giselle Rhoden. Big thanks to Ben Falstrom for being part of the investigation. And thanks to Adeline Elise, aka BIGFAKE, for this music. If you have a question about our community, send it our way at curiouslouisville.org. I'm Laura Ellis. Thanks for listening.